Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. Today I am participating in hashtag Flip Through Friday, and I have these two things that I got. And I'm going to explain. So I also got a book of these stickers, a celestial book, and I showed that, and I'm moving more towards stickers and this kind of ephemera because my arthritis is not great and I have a hard time cutting. So all of these like fussy cuts, I literally spend hours cutting all this stuff out, and it really hurts my hand. So I'm trying to find an alternative, even though I love fussy cutting. I'm one of those weird people. So this I actually got last year or the year before, and so I thought I'd just take a flip through it. So this is a vintage fall ephemera, and I might have used a couple pieces, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I used a piece right here. So we'll just do a flip through. Oh, before I do that, I wanted to talk about, I wanted to do a flip through of my bracelets. Someone commented, one of my subscribers, that she really liked my bracelets. And believe it or not, I have had these bracelets 25 years, somewhere between 25 and 27 years I've had these, and I wear them just about every single day. I wear them in the shower, I wear them at night. The only time I take them off is obviously if I'm having surgery. I used to wear them on this arm because at work I used a mouse and a mouse pad and a little wrist thing, and it wasn't comfortable to wear them on my right hand, so I wore them on my left arm for years and years. But now I have to wear this compression sleeve, and while I could wear them, it's really hard to get the sleeve on and off with these bracelets, so I just switch them to this arm. So just some explanation. So I got all of these came from the Pike Place Market. The Pike Place Market, if you don't know, if you've never been to Seattle, it started out as a farmer's market 120 years ago, maybe 120 years ago. It's been there for a long time. I'm not sure exact date, but then it expanded from just farmers to food vendors, and now there's 3 or 4 floors of little independent shops and used bookstores, used record stores, just really fun stuff. But the whole main floor is farmers, both vegetable and flower farmers, and artists. So and you have to be voted in. There's always a long waiting list. When you're first an artist, you have to be you have to only work, like, you don't necessarily get to work on the weekends. You have to be there midweek, although now during the summer midweek at the market it's always busy because we have a lot of cruise ships coming through. But that's a fairly new thing in the past 20 years. But anyway, my friend Sharon, who passed away a couple years ago, her and her husband they made stained glass kaleidoscopes and sold them at the Pike Place Market. And I actually worked at the Pike Place Market for a couple years when I was in between closing my daycare business and getting back in the workforce after 13, 14 years. I started by being a sales agent for different artists. So I worked for a variety of artists and a few different artists. But my main guy that I worked for, his name was Kit, and he made these sterling silver. He made bangle bracelets. He made earrings. And they were all made out of metal. So he was a metal worker. And so he actually gifted this to me, and I love it. And like I said, I've had it so I worked for him 2000, so yeah, at least 20 years. 2005, I think I started working for him. But before that, I got this little bracelet. My husband got it for me, I think for Valentine's Day. And that was before I was still doing daycare. So that was before I even, stopped doing that. So that might have been 2000. So this one is probably 25 years old. And it just so happened that it's garnet, and garnet is my daughter's birthstone. So then I got this one, which is a periodite, which is my son's birthstone. And these three are all made by the same artist. And she makes, I think she makes the chain and everything, like everything. And then one Mother's Day, I decided to treat myself to another one of her bracelets. And I just really liked the look of this one. It really called to me, so I got this one. And then this cuff comes from another jeweler at the market, and my friend Sharon had one of these, and I loved it. And so I requested that he make one a little smaller. These are normally, he sells these as men's bracelets, but I fell in love with it. I had a bracelet a little bit similar to this when I was in junior high that I adored, that someone in gym class stole it out of my locker. And I was devastated and angry. And so I got this. So my friend Sharon and I had matching, we had these matching cuff bracelets. And then she also had a few of Kit's bangles. She had even more bracelets than I do. But I just thought I'd share that. So since then, I have gotten a couple of bracelets from Etsy. I wore them maybe a year and they broke. So it's when you go to the Pike Place Market, if you do ever come to Seattle and you see these artists and you see these prices, you can invest in this jewelry, because it's just beautiful. Like I said, it's lasted a really long time. I've never had to have a repair. I think I had this one made a little smaller. They do stretch just a little bit, and this one just was too big. So I had her make this smaller, but that's the only time that I ever had to have any of these fixed. And that wasn't really a fix, it was just too big. So I don't think any of these artists, I think they're all retired now. And of course my friend Sharon passed away, so they don't work at the market anymore. So yeah, I mean, it's change happens, and that's just the way it goes. But I wanted to talk about my bracelets. I think I've done it in the past, way past, few years ago, on my own old channel. But someone mentioned them, and I just wanted to talk about them. This is my grandma's wedding ring, and I inherited this when she passed away, and then I have these bracelets, and that's about all I have. And these are not even, this is precious, but gem, diamond and gold and all that. But these are just but they mean a lot to me. So anyway, that's where I'm going with that. So I thought I'd just do a quick flip through of this book. I like it. It has really fun stuff. This could be a good background. So yeah, I have used a few things out of it, but so fun. So for those of you that have looked at something like this, you can now see what they look like. The pages are a little thin, so they do have to be backed, but you know, that's no big deal. So it's very pretty. So I do still have to cut these, but straight line cutting, or I can actually tear these because they're all straight lines, and that's much easier than manipulating the scissors around tiny little spaces. Yeah, pretty stuff. I've had another one of these books that was butterflies, and I used almost all of it. And then I think I had another one that was like a spring garden, and I've used a ton of that. And so then I got this one. Excuse me. So then I got this. I just got this. I had to get some supplements and some toothpaste and just some other stuff. And as much as I hate to give money to Amazon, they still have the best prices on that kind of stuff. So, and then I just threw this in my cart because I have, like I said, I have the Celestial one and I love it. So, and I like that they're stickers. I don't have to cut. I can just peel them off. I do notice that these pages are tearing out. So, that doesn't really matter to me, but if it matters to you, just know that the pages are completely coming out of this one. But very pretty. So this one was called Cottage Core. And I do plan to purchase more of these. I believe this was $10. And it has 650 stickers. The Celestial one I got, I think it has 900 stickers. So, yeah. So that's pretty. Has some fall stuff in there. Didn't know that. That's pretty. Yeah, these are really pretty. They have a boho one, and they have like some like magic gothic type ones too that are really fun. So like I said, I do plan to get them all, but just not all at once. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Oh, more fall. Ooh, that's pretty. Little sweater with the... And I guess these all do have like a frame around them, I guess. But they're not, this one is not stark white. This is kind of, you probably can't see it in the camera, but it's kind of an off color. So pretty. So I do recommend these. Oh, those are pretty. So Flip Through Friday is hosted by Gwen at Gwen the Trash Witch. And yeah, please go check out her channel, see what she's up to. I feel bad. It's been probably 2 weeks since I've been looking at videos, and I really need to get caught up, so I will be coming around. Yeah, I just get, my stomach gets icky, and yeah, it's just, I'm very uncomfortable. So yeah, so go check her out, and then check out the hashtag Flip Through Friday to see what others are sharing. It's fun because you see a lot of different stuff that you wouldn't like normally see. So many fun stickers. Ooh, this would be cute for the bead journal that I'm working on. I'm actually going to get a Post-it and put it on here. Mark the page. There's another bee. Fun. More fall. Little greenhouse stuff. There we go. So that's it. So this is by Peter Popper Press. And yeah. So Cottage Core, The Simple Life, an idyllic collection of cozy stickers. And yeah, there are already pages, like I said, already pages falling out. So beware of that. And I could have just got one that just wasn't put together well. So there we go. Thank you so much, Gwen, for hosting this fun hashtag. And I hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. Remember to be good to yourselves and be kind to each other. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.